This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Looking live at the Great Plains Coliseum in Lawton, Oklahoma, as the Comanche County Memorial Tournament is set to get underway for the Friday slate. I want to thank the Hilton Garden Inn for making this all possible. And, of course, your starters brought to you by K5 for the Blue Jays, Royce Rieger, Jaden Wallace, Maverick Kervick, Dyson Gomez, and Sergio Maldonado, the same starting five for Geronimo as in game number one. For Tipton, it's Arlen Tomblin, Braden Frencher, A.J. Gay, Cameron Ramirez, and Keon Wade. So that is your K5 overhead door starting lineup. They have everything you need for overhead doors. Give them a call for a free estimate, 580-950580. About set for the tip-off here at the Great Plains Coliseum, which is, of course, brought to you by Joe's Backhoe Service. Founded in 1883, it's a family-owned business that specializes in residential and commercial evocations, demolitions, and hauling. Give them a call today at 580-357-7797. Geronimo controls the tip, and away we go in game number 1 of 4 on today's slate. Geronimo working the ball inside now. Thought about a baseline jumper, now rises up, takes it, can't hit. Second chance look for the Blue Jays. A couple dribbles around the paint, hook shot through the lane, no good. Rebound pulled down by Tipton. Wade had the rebound, passes up in favor of Tiplin. Tiplin gets it back at the break, trying to break through on this Geronimo zone defense. Working it in the corner, thought about a Hype Nutrition tray ball, thinks better of it, goes inside, blocked down low. What a rejection by Jaden Wallace.
And if you tuned in last night, the Geronimo girls did a really good job running the same 2-3 zone you're seeing here.
The inbound deflected out of bounds, and it'll be redone as Frencher will trigger it from the baseline. Gets it to the elbow. Trying to find something to do as they set up their half-court offense. No shot clock, 7 minutes to go. Top of the key three, lined up. Can't hit, off the side of the backboard. Looking for a rebound. Here comes the Blue Jays. Racing down the floor, pitch out, corner three. Lined up by Maverick. Maverick offline. AJ racing coast to coast like butter and toast. A lot of contact, no foul. Rebound pulled down again. That's the fifth for Wallace already. Getting busy on the glass. The bounce pass deflected right back to Wallace off the window and good. Wallace filling the stat sheet and starting off with the first points of the game. Geronimo still in that zone, frustrating Tipton early as they work in the elbow, pitch it back outside. Low block turnaround stripped, but right to the hands of AJ, rising up at the nail. Can't hit the floater. Rebound pulled back down by Dominguez. Gomez will walk it up the floor himself. Maverick going to launch a long three. Hits it. The Hype Nutrition tray ball gives the Blue Jays a 2-possession lead. Ball works around the perimeter again. Tipton trying to get their first bucket. They've already launched a three, thought better of that one. Deflected again, though, and the ball's loose in the paint. Gets the defense to commit, flings it over to the break of the three-point line off the mark, but you saw how they're starting to try to figure out this zone. Driving inside, A.J. up and under, fouled. So A.J. Gay heads to the Pippen Brothers charity stripe. Pippen Brothers, one of the most respected contractors in the area. They have you covered with all of your home needs, from heating, plumbing, cooling, insulation, and air quality. Pippen Brothers, you can give them a call, 580-232-7266.
Foul's going to be on number 32, Sergio Maldonado, the junior's first of the evening.
Second attempt up and good. So that's how the scoring starts for Tipton. They've at least got a point on the board. Still down just 2 possessions. If they can get another defensive stop, Gomez tries to blow past Gay, can't do it. Spinning off of him now, kick out inside. Wallace goes down low. Spinning right through the trees with a travel. Maldonado stamped the passport, and we head the other way.
Pretty good crowd trickling in here for the early tip-off here tonight.
Love to see the support in the corner. Tipton flings it inside. One-on-one down low, turnaround hook shot good. Rattled home for the Tigers.
Sometimes all it takes is that one free throw going in, see the ball go in the hoop.
Keon Wade made a nice play. This one intercepted. The telegraph pass will start transition for Tipton, but not before a foul. As Fancher jumped the passing lanes and will now be the trigger man for the side out.
Foul's going to be on number 14, Dason Gomez, the freshman, his first.
Fancher has it, looking for somewhere to go with it, then lazily tosses a pass, almost intercepted. A.J. Gay through the lane, hit on the head, no call. Keon Wade follows it up and gets his 4th point.
Wade's been really active down low so far on both ends for the Tipton Tigers.
And just like that, it's a tie game. Wallace can't control the pass, flings it baseline. It's deflected out of bounds and should stay with the Blue Jays, but they're going to give it to the Tigers anyway.
Dayton Stevens checking in the game for the Tigers, and number 11, Ethan Silva for the Blue Jays.
Keon Wade posted up one-on-one, a matchup that they could like down there in the early going. Still alone, they can't find him yet. Spinning in the traffic with a foul. Tipton will send Dayton Stevens to the line after he just checked into the contest. He'll go to the Pippen Brothers charity stripe. His first crack at points. No good off the back iron. A little hesitation in his free throw motion.
Foul's going to be on Maldonado again, the junior's second already early on here.
It's going to be trouble for the Blue Jays as they have to bench their starting big man in favor of Jacob Lovett. Here at the 3:51 mark in the first, already 3 team fouls on Geronimo. They started out on a 5-0 run. Now it's tied 5-5. Tipton for their first lead at the charity stripe. Hits it. So he splits the difference at the Pippen Brothers charity stripe and gives Tipton a 6-5 advantage. Euro step through the lane, bumped in the back, no call. Rebound pulled down by Tipton. Gay heads the other way. Trying to take care of himself, knifing through the lane, goes up on Lovett and finishes with a nifty finger roll. And so after Geronimo goes on a 5-0 run, it's an 8-0 run for Tipton. Maverick trying to break it. Can't. Off the back iron, top of the backboard. Wallace tips away the rebound, still fighting for it, now gets it, then throws it away. No one in front of Toplin as he heads right to the rack and misses the layup. Great transition defense by the Blue Jays as Wallace will slow things down. Uyghur chased that one down and saved the bucket for the Jays. This bounce pass nearly went out of bounds, but Wallace has it back in control now. Flings it across to Maverick. Wallace gonna fling it to the corner, wide open 3, lined up, can't fall. Uyghur hits the ball out of bounds, and it will head to Tipton. Ethan Silva, you're not going to want to give him very many corner threes. He hit a trio of them in the Jays' first game of the tournament.
And that's going to bring in number 22, Cameron Ramirez, the senior, checking in for the Tipton Tigers here.
Into the corner, the Tigers have found success in the low post, going to Keon Wade, who flashes through the paint now, sets a ball screen. They reject it and go back inside to the freshly minted Stevens. Thought about a three, shuffled the feet at the elbow. Nice half spin, turnaround jumper, no good. $1 million move, 1 cent finish. Wallace trying to make him pay for it in transition. Doesn't have the numbers, drives baseline, goes up, can't hit. Tigers have it back, looking to pad their lead. Inside, Wade and Stevens didn't know who the pass was for. Goes out of bounds off of the Jays.
A lot of fresh legs out there for the Tigers, and if you look over across the floor at the bench, I think that's going to be the key to this game, Rylan, is Tipton with a hands-down, deeper bench than Geronimo has.
Right through the lane, and he finishes for an easy 2. A.J. Gay gets it done, and it's a 10-0 run for the Tipton Tigers. Great response for Tipton as this ball's batted loose and eventually corralled by Stevens, making a big impact off the bench. He's going to take it himself down the floor at the baseline. Pop out has A.J. Gay there. Gay right through the lane, dump off pass, deflected and intercepted and bobbled away. Uyghur at least broke it up.
Number 14, Dason Gomez, the freshman, checking back in.
And we'll see what Tipton can do. They throw this one away. Wallace was there to get the deflection and the steal. Backs down Gay, kick out. Three-pointer lined up. Gomez can't hit. Wallace again active, and it was almost another second chance look, but it heads out of bounds and it will go to Tipton's direction. Just a minute, 12 seconds to go in the first frame. They'll play catch in the backcourt, trying to break the pressure. Wallace was too antsy on the passing lanes, and now the Tigers have numbers for a moment. A skip pass to the corner would be wide open, but Wade goes up with it and misses. Wade has the miss, and he goes off the glass and in. So Keon Wade cleans up the mess. And just like that, the Tigers have controlled the first quarter after a messy start. Open corner three launched, hits. The Hype Nutrition tray ball kind to Dyson Gomez to settle the waters for the Blue Jays and break a long cold spell on the offensive end. Even with that cold streak, it's still just a 12-8 game, but that snapped a 12-0 run by the Tigers.
Really seen Keon Wade, the 6'5 senior, really stamp his presence on this game early for the Tigers.
Getting to work against Lovett, the backup big for the Jays. They cross-court pass to Wade, who could not corral it. That would have been an easy bucket for the big fella, as Sergio Maldonado, the typical big man for Geronimo, rests with early foul trouble. 22 ticks to go. Would like to see the Blue Jays create this as the last possession, with the possession arrow favoring Tipton after the break. Wallace has it. Will go back to Maverick. Kritz goes back to Wallace, and the two play catch around the timeline. Wallace makes a move, goes to the corner. For a moment it's open, driving baseline, Euro-stepping his way to an open pass in the corner. The ball keeps moving. Maverick Kratz launches a three, can't hit. But a nice action by Geronimo got them an open look. 12-8 after one. 8 more minutes on the clock after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hilton Garden Inn at 135 Northwest 2nd Street in Lawton is Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, featuring elegant rooms, outdoor pool and spa, exercise fitness center, plus restaurant and bar, and the best banquet and meeting rooms available from your small group to over 1,500. Call to make your reservation today at 280-2100. Hilton Garden Inn, Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, 135 Northwest 2nd Street.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Second quarter action about to begin. We have a good one. 12-8, Tipton leads. Tipton had to go on a 12-0 run in response to an early 5-0 run by the Jays, but now this game is tightly contested as we head to the University Church of Christ second quarter. University Church of Christ, where a welcome body of believers dedicated to the teachings of Jesus would love to have you visit. You can go to 2716 Southwest Cornell, just off of Cameron's campus and across from Memorial Hospital. All are invited, and all are invited to enjoy the second quarter here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
You know, Rylan, a wise man once told me basketball is always a game of streaks and runs.
That it is. Tipton looking to score on this possession to open up the second quarter. Nice cut by Stevens off the bench. He'll head to the Pippen Brothers charity stripe. And so Stevens has made quite the impact off the pine. This is going to be a second trip to the Pippen Brothers charity stripe of the game. Split the difference on the first, but it was good enough to give Tipton their first lead of the game. They have not relinquished it from that point. Much smoother free throw motion, but still the same result.
Foul's going to be on number 1, Jaden Wallace, the 6'1", 11th grader. Went up, got fouled, and came up a little bit gimpy. Kind of got the brunt of all that right there.
Second attempt, no good as well. So Geronimo will control it after the lane violation. Tipton comes up empty on a great chance. Wallace will race down the floor and not end up inbounding it. The freshman Dyson Gomez a little late to the party. He gets it right here off the inbound, pushes the tempo. Uyghur through the lane, goes up and is denied. A strong rejection by Chris Addy, who freshly checked into this game at the start of the second quarter. Addy sits at the nail, going to use his size to his advantage as the Tigers drive, kick. There's a three, but it's wiped away. A travel first going to be called on A.J. Gay.
Great demonstration there from our referee. Let him know what he did wrong.
Wallace will inbound it, and they'll try to break this pressure as they did last time, but Uyghur was met at the rim, and there he is again. And smartly, the Jays will kick it out. There's a three lined up in the corner, can't hit, missed everything, and the loose ball foul should go on Uyghur, but they might give it to Stevens. Or no one, just out of bounds on the call. So Wallace will throw it in, and it hits the bottom of the backboard and will be a turnover. So the Tigers come down the floor. A.J. Gay has been aggressive attacking on the ball. Now has a nice pick and roll partner in the game, Chris Addy. Addy flashing in the paint, wants it. He gets it at the nail. Turnaround, goes right to the paint. Hop step, rise up jumper off the back iron, no good. Long miss, corralled by Maverick Kritz. Wallace, head ahead, Gomez. Gomez racing through the lane, knifing his way there, and throws it up over Addy. Misses everything. I'm going to say it's off of Addy out of bounds with a wise play by Levitt to, I should say Maldonado, back in with foul trouble to save a possession. Second chance look for the Jays. Off this inbound, they throw it long to Maverick. Maverick lobs up a three, can't hit. Long miss, Uyghur saves to Maverick. Maverick was out of bounds, though.
Maldonado's going to have his hands full, as you've seen Addy and Wade both clocking in at 6'4" and 6'5" respectively down there in the paint for the Tipton Tigers.
Tipton trying to use their size. Right now working on the perimeter for the moment. Gets it down low, Stevens. Shuffled the feet through the lane, jumper through the trees, and it's no good. Wallace has another rebound to his total, it looks like. That was Uyghur on the miss, but Wallace here on the near side of the court, waiting for the pass from Maverick, who slips and falls, and they're going to have to get him for a travel. No, they're going to technically call it a back court, but nonetheless.
Pick your poison right there.
You could have picked any hand signal you wanted to. So A.J. Gay takes his first rest. They're staggering him and Arlen Tomlin as they both started the game, but now the rest of the way only been one at a time so far. Entry pass made, kick back out, open NBA three, not going to take it. Stevens trying to keep the ball moving inside. Loppin throws it, nice pass and a finish. That worked to perfection to break down the zone. Constant ball movement, pressure on the rim on the cut. in the corner. Uyghur trapped there. Gets over to Maverick, who's not shy about launching these triples, even as another misses out. Hit every part of the goal except the bottom of the net that time. Jump stop blocked. Huge denial by Royce Uyghur. A lot of good swats happening in the paint in this contest. It's a block party as we have another change. Maverick Kritz will take a seat. A nice inbound play gets an easy bucket for the Tigers.
Inbounder went off the defender's back there for the bucket.
An and one mixtape at the Coliseum. Looked like Tony Key, the Lawton Cavs. This one goes out of bounds and stays with the Blue Jays.
Lawton Cavs, many great teams, great commentators.
Legendary championship runs. We'll have a champion crowned tomorrow on the Oklahoma Sports Network here in this venue. Wallace trying to knife his way through this tough defense. Uyghur splits and is tripped. Five minutes until intermission. Geronimo controlled the first lead of the game, trying to get back into it.
Foul's going to be on number 3, Dayton Stevens, his first, team's first of the quarter.
Wallace goes right to Silva. Silva baseline lob pass over to their big man who shuffles his feet all around the world and gets a nice Maldonado finish at the glass.
Really big bucket for the Blue Jays there. It had been a while since they'd found one.
This has been a defensive slugfest so far. Just a 2-possession game as the Tigers will try to regroup offensively through the lane, off the window, and good. Good finish by Brandon Fancher.
Wade and Gabe will wander their way up to the table. Going to check in for the Tigers the next dead ball.
Wallace gets it right back into the corner. Uyghur jump pass, Wallace deflected out of bounds. Ramirez with the active hands. Starting lineup on the floor with the exception of Dayton Stevens in for the Tigers. Jump pass, always dangerous. Jab step move through the lane, into the corner, open 3. Wallace launches, can't hit. Long miss, pulled down for a moment, but Uyghur's harassed and eventually lands in the backcourt. Hit ahead pass to Wallace, going to launch a 3, and this one hits. The Hype Nutrition tray ball as the Blue Jays make chicken salad out of chicken something else. Tigers trying to answer, thought about a 3, will instead continue to work for a good shot. The Tiger bigs continue to flash through the paint. Skip pass to the other side, now back in the lane. Stevens finger roll foul, then he'll head to the Pippen Brothers charity stripe. The third trip to the line for Dayton Stevens off the bench for Tipton. So his free throws per capita rival that of Shea Gildas-Alexander right now. 3 fouls now on the starting big man for Geronimo, Sergio Maldonado, which presents an interesting dilemma for the Blue Jays.
Not a game Geronimo wants to get into with, as I mentioned, Tipton having a much deeper bench.
So a good trip to the charity stripe is another split cost of the freebies. In the corner, Sylvia dumps it off in the trees. There goes Uyghur rising up off one dribble, misses. Rebound pulled down by Taplin. Stevens hits ahead to Taplin baseline. Taplin going to have to pull it out, nowhere to go. The jump pass made over to A.J. Gay behind the back. Inside, Stevens, one dribble up straight, nothing. Wade had the miss for a moment. Now Stevens wrestles it away. Ball still loose. Stevens has it and diving at the knees, but eventually the Tigers will corral it. Stevens has it right back. Shows the ball, the show and go baseline finger roll, no good. Wallace with a nice tap out to create a rebound for his team. Won't go down in the stat sheet, but made it possible. This one deflected and stolen away. A.J. Gay now runs the 2-on-2 fast break. Gay takes it himself, uses his body to shield Wallace, but can't finish. Collecting the miss and cleaning it up for the Blue Jays, Cameron Ramirez extends this lead.
What a great effort there from Gay to throw that one back in bounds.
Sylvia going to launch a three, can't hit. Wallace on the putback, no good, but he'll head to the Pippen Brothers charity stripe.
Geronimo with both bigs on the bench here, diving into the bag of Thunder coach Mark Dagnall, going small ball here.
Let's see how it works out for them as the second foul I should say, will go on Stevens. So the first one good at the Pippen Brothers charity stripe for Wallace.
5'11" senior Braden Fancher checking into the game.
Perfect trip as Wallace puts 2 on the board. 2:15 to go. Geronimo down their starting big Maldonado, who's in foul trouble as Gay races down to the paint, dumps it off for Wade, and he finishes.
What small ball giveth, it taketh away. Allows Keon Wade an easy finish inside there.
That's the dangers you get with Geronimo having to play without their starting big man. I think they're not having to, but electing to. Uyghur through the lane, wiped away, blocking foul, stays on the floor. No continuation granted to the guard, and it's always interesting to see what coaches elect to do when players get in foul trouble, because there's a world where you play out the rest of the game, and even though you got 3 early fouls, you don't get a single foul the rest of the way, and you fouled your own player out in that philosophy. But alas, the Blue Jays will go small and throw it away. Wade collects it. Here comes A.J. Gay, knifing through the defense, right to the rack, dumps it off with another nifty pass. The turnaround and a foul. Ramirez will head to the charity stripe.
And it's always a different sense of urgency come Thursday and Friday. These 2 early games, you got to play for a chance to play tomorrow even. And, of course, in the semifinals, trying to punch your ticket into the finals.
Cameron Ramirez missed the first at the Pippen Brothers charity stripe and now splits the difference there. Tipton close to having a double-digit lead. The first of the game would be if they can score on this possession. A minute and a half before intermission, Geronimo's watched it slip away after once controlling the contest. They've got to really buckle down for the final few minutes of the first half. A.J. Gay, who's initiated a lot of this offense so far, will now cut through the lane. They go top of the key instead, right through the trees, floater up and no good. French on the miss. Here comes Maverick Kritz down the floor. Kritz not afraid to pull it from 3. They work for an open 3-point look, line it up and can't hit. Rebound pulled down by Ramirez, and they'll go to A.J. Gay. Under a minute to play here before intermission as seconds dwindle. The in-and-out dribble move off the glass, no good. Blocked, I believe, by Wallace. Wade.
We got 1 call on the foul, 1 call on jump ball.
They're going to actually end up granting the foul, which should go against Keon Wade. The jump ball seemed more accurate, but the baseline official overrules, and that's only the first foul on Keon Wade.
Smart decision there by Coach Joe Harbert, taking him out of the game. Don't want him to get a second one here late.
The pressure gets to him. Toppin goes up top off the glass, no good. The tip up, no good either. And if he would have just came down with the rebound normally and put it back up, it would have been an easy bucket. The dump-off pass intercepted and thrown away by Chris Addy. Addy raced down the floor to get the stop. 34 ticks to go in what's been a fast-paced final minute. Geronimo needs to score here off of this inbound. They throw it up to Wallace. Wallace goes and gets it, kick out Uyghur. Uyghur back to Wallace, and they play catch. Wallace eventually launches a 3, can't hit off the front iron. Rebound almost pulled down, but Addy wrestles him for it. It eventually pops out to Wallace. In the corner, Maverick has it back, 15 on the clock. Maverick kick out, top key Wallace. 10 seconds on the clock. Maverick trapped in a launch of three in traffic and hits it. The height nutrition tray ball in desperation comes through. And Geronimo got that bucket that they desperately needed. Here's a half-court heave that's off the line. And we want to thank, of course, the University Church of Christ for that entertaining second quarter, but also Hilton Garden Inn for making this all possible. It's the Hilton Garden Inn. It matters where you stay. Enjoy spacious rooms, great service at the Hilton Garden Inn today. Second half action coming up on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hilton Garden Inn at 135 Northwest 2nd Street in Lawton is Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, featuring elegant rooms, outdoor pool and spa, exercise fitness center, plus restaurant and bar, and the best banquet and meeting rooms available from your small group to over 1,500. Call to make your reservation today at 280-2100. Hilton Garden Inn, Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, 135 Northwest 2nd Street.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Lawton's newest hangout, 5370 Northwest Cash Road. A family-friendly atmosphere featuring their award-winning pizza and calzone, made fresh daily from their secret family recipe, with handcrafted burgers, wings, appetizers, salad, and homemade desserts, including deep-fried banana pudding. Come hang out with us. The Hangout, 5370 Northwest Cash Road in Lawton.
We are celebrating.
Here at Pam & Barry's team, we've been helping you through the real estate process for more than 20 years.
We want to thank you for choosing our team to help you.
We sold our house at full asking price, and it took less than about a week to get our full asking price with Pam & Barry.
Don't go at it alone.
Let us handle it all here.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Geronimo getting a set for the Chiefs Smoking Ice House third quarter with an inbound pass as they swing the ball around and stolen away by Keon Wade. Wade hit ahead to A.J. Gay, knifing through the defense. Gay will pull it up from three. The Hype Nutrition tray ball off the back iron, no good. On the miss, here come the Blue Jays in transition. Uyghur, nice bounce pass to Wallace on the trail, and Wallace has it off the backboard.
Wallace really been the life and soul here for the Geronimo Blue Jays. Looks like he does not plan on slowing down here in the second.
Doing all the dirty work on the glass, rewarded there with a bucket. Beautiful pass to get it to him. In the lane, rise up in the trees, misses it. Keon Wade, fade away, no good. Wallace tips it over to Gay for a rebound, no good on the third chance. Wallace now pulls it down himself and will walk the ball up the floor before passing it to Maverick Kritz. Kritz nearly throws it away. They get it in the corner eventually. Maldonado in the game with foul trouble and miscommunication as Wallace throws it away. Expected Uyghur to stay put in the corner right as Uyghur was cutting. That happens, especially to us on 2K Rec, but we won't talk about that.
Take too much airtime.
Under 7 to play. The Blue Jays will watch as a rise up tapped-in jumper is good. Extends the lead back to 6 for Tipton. The Blue Jays get it in the corner, and then Gay steals it over to Ramirez, right through the lane, and he rises up off the window and good. And so an excellent start to the third quarter, despite not having the opening bucket for Tipton. Launching a corner three, hitting a corner three is Wallace. He has all 5 points this half for the Blue Jays.
Who else would it be here? Wallace doing it all like a...
Fired it inside. Ramirez, hop step, layup, no. Wade follows it. Keon Wade misses it, frustrated with himself, and a foul is called.
Looks like we had some glasses go crashing to the floor there as well.
It's the second time this tournament where the Jays have lost a pair of specs. A nice footwork move from Maldonado, but it misses, who chases down his long miss, tries to drive, loses the ball again, but right to the arms of Gomez. Maldonado pitch out to Wallace for three. Tried to hit another Hype Nutrition tray ball off the line that time. Tapton gets the flyby outside the Gay. Gay right in the lane. The up and under move can't rattle home. An unkind bounce on the ring prevents Gay from a highlight. Maverick Kritz bounce pass past Gay. Inside now to the cutter. Back out. Maverick Kritz wide open. Can't hit it. Long miss pulled down by the Tigers. Fanchel will take it himself. And strong finish at the rim. Tipton really applying the heat now. And the Blue Jays whiff on a layup, but the follow-up is good from Maldonado.
Again, Maldonado has 3 already. He's going to be hopefully be able to stay in the game here longer and help the Blue Jays down the stretch.
Long three, can't hit. Rebound pulled down by the freshman Gomez. Getting chased down by Tapton. Gomez goes behind the back and pulls it out. Kratt's going to launch a three, contested, hits. The Hype Nutrition tray ball finally falls for Kritz, and a timeout on the floor as this game gets tight. We'll take it with them on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hilton Garden Inn at 135 Northwest 2nd Street in Lawton is Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, featuring elegant rooms, outdoor pool and spa, exercise fitness center, plus restaurant and bar. And the best banquet and meeting rooms available, from your small group to over 1,500. Call to make your reservation today at 280-2100. Hilton Garden Inn, Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, 135 Northwest 2nd Street.
And we're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. This has been a back-and-forth game as Tipton has not relinquished the lead since retrieving it in the first quarter, but it's been a two-possession or less game for the majority of it. They've gone back and forth. The elbow jumper can't extend this lead. Nice rebound by the Blue Jays. Wallace, of course, gets it. Wallace has been fighting hard on the glass, rising up through traffic. The Blue Jays trying to maneuver through this aggressive defense. There's a three, no good. Rebound still loose on the ground. Maldonado gets the loose change, throws it up, fouled, and one. And Maldonado was down there and looked like a radio-riding Bronco bussing champ as he fought off a few Tipton defenders and gets the hoop and the harm at the Pippen Brothers charity stripe.
They were all over him there, Ron. I don't know if they wanted to play defense or rub his back.
Misses the three-point play, but it's still loose as we have a mad scramble on the deck, and Tipton will not elect to push the pace. 30-30, this game is tied. That could have given Geronimo their first lead since the opening frame, about a minute in, when they started out on a 5-0 run. Stevens flashing in the paint, dump off pass. Addy goes up, can't finish. Maverick Kritz trying to get across the timeline. They throw it over to Wallace, who flings it into the corner. Shuffled the feet, no call. Maldonado, one more pass to Gomez for three, who can't hit. Chris Addy pulls it down. A.J. Gay walks the ball up the floor. Has Chris Addy down low. Thought about the three, thinks better of it. Ramirez watches as Stevens flashes through the paint. Flings it inside. A.J. Gay, hop step off the window and good. Gets the friendly roll. Tipton gets the lead right back. Deflects the pass. Addy races in for it. The ball's loose now. Maverick Kritz goes to the corner. Wallace going to launch a three. In and out. Chris Addy has the miss, and Tipton at the 2-minute mark in the third quarter, brought to you by Chief and Smokehouse, controls the possession. Flings it inside Stevens. One dribble turnaround. Yes. A fantastic pass by the Tigers. Gets them an open look. Nice skip pass to the corner. Maverick going to launch a three. Can't hit. Over the back, going to be called on the loose ball foul on the Tigers. Should say on the Jays.
It's going to be tough here as, once again, close game here late. Tipton with a plethora of athletes. Can do it all down there in Tipton, just coming off a 14-0 Class C football state title.
Tipton works the ball around the perimeter, trying to find a crease. They get it in the corner, now go to Stevens. Throws it right into the hands of the freshman Dominguez. He flies to the basket, gets fouled, and one, no call. The freshman absorbs the contact and puts it in the ring.
Shifty little finish there.
Tipton has this skip pass intercepted. Here comes Wallace the other way. He'll rise up and get hacked and head to the charity stripe, brought to you by Pippen Brothers. I believe we just had a technical foul called. They're going to clear the lane.
Yeah, there was just a technical foul called on number 11. So Braden Fancher is going to pick up the foul and the tech.
He must have said one of the 7 words you can't say on television. First free throw up and good from Wallace. at the Pippen Brothers charity stripe.
Fancher out there been battling for the Tipton Tigers. He's been a true patriot so far for them. Just find a way to get it done.
And so now Maverick will head to the stripe at the Pippen Brothers charity stripe to miss that free throw. He'll have another shot. There was nothing extremely demonstrative about what Braden Fancher did, so it had to have been a word that was said. But now it's just a one-point contest, so the Pippen Brothers charity stripe kind enough to the Blue Jays, though not perfect. Maverick Kritz trying to get it back, they deny him. Nice pass fake. Wallace cutting through the lane, gets Addy on his back, and it'll stay on the ground as Addy is hit with the citation.
And going back to that Fancher Tech, Riley, really one of the points of emphasis this year was player communication with officials, so maybe that's why he was quick on the whistle there with that one.
Wallace gets the inbound, right in the lane, kick out corner three. This one loaded up, can't hit. Over the back call going to be against Geronimo. They've already had 2 of those this frame.
Be on number 4, Christian Gardner, the 6'1" junior.
Keon Wade checks back in, takes off Chris Addy. Wade has filled the stat sheet down low, and in a tie game, you might want to go back to him this possession with just 37 ticks until the 4th. They looked for him, it was denied. Toppin goes out to Gay. Gay swings it back to Ramirez. Jays trying to play the passing lane and skip past the Toppin, who rises up and he gets hacked. The hoop and the harm is good. For the starting guard from Tipton, Arlen Toppin. He was tapped in on that cut, and it allowed him to get the chance at a unconventional three-point play, the old-fashioned way, and he airballs a free throw. That was on me, broadcaster Jinx at the Pippen Brothers charity stripe.
If you're Tipton, you got to relax at the line here.
They're free. They try to just give them away. Not many things in this life are free. You got to be relaxed. Behind the back move from Wallace. They want this to be the last possession. Jump stop blocking foul going to be called against Tipton. And Paplin going to be hit with a citation, much to the dismay of Tipton.
Tipton crowd getting rowdy. They're telling the scores table on the far side here that the score's wrong on the board, I guess. It's a tough job. Give them that.
Sure.
No one quite does it like Matt and Mike do at Cameron.
I believe they've retired from that gig.
Oh,
but
pardon me.
They used to do it at a average level. A few times they even broke the scoreboard, but we'll let them tell that story in the nightcap. The inbound pass goes to Uyghur. Uyghur, one more. Wallace going to launch a quick three. I think he thought the timer was running out. 2 seconds to go. Here comes a half-court heave. It's good if it goes. No good. So 34-36. Tipton on the high side. Back after this.
Hilton Garden Inn at 135 Northwest 2nd Street in Lawton is Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, featuring elegant rooms, outdoor pool and spa, exercise fitness center, plus restaurant and bar, and the best banquet and meeting rooms available from your small group to over 1,500. Call to make your reservation today at 280-2100. Hilton Garden Inn, Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, 135 Northwest 2nd Street.
Hart White Funeral Home has cared for the people of Walters and the surrounding communities for decades, serving families with a personal touch in your toughest hour. Our family has served yours for the past 51 years with compassion and integrity, honoring the lives of those you love. Not only providing traditional services, but also willing to customize to your needs, we can make it happen.
Tipton begins the fourth quarter, brought to you by Lawton Chiropractic as they control the ball around the perimeter.
Lawton Chiropractic, our sponsor here in the crunch time.
Turnaround floater, no good. Front ironed it, pulled the string, gets his own miss though, as Taplin has it ripped away. Here comes the freshman Gomez. One man to beat, it's Gay, and he loses the ball out of bounds on his own accord.
Tipton bench got excited about that one.
Of course, that third quarter, which brought such electricity, we had a technical foul, a couple lead changes, and some disgruntled fans. It was brought to you by Chief Smoke and Ice House as Gay brings you this drive to the lane and a foul. Chief Smoke and Ice House, make a quick stop at Chief's Ice House from fountain, bottled drinks, snacks, candy, and make sure you even try their specialty coffees. 3 locations in Lawton to serve you. This, of course, the fourth quarter, Legacy Family Chiropractic fourth quarter, which is sure to be a good one. The pitch out to the corner. Gay tried the drive, lost the ball out of bounds. Comprehensive and individual chiropractic care in Lawton, Oklahoma. Walk-ins always welcome. We're here to help you. 60 Northwest Sheridan Road, Suite 5. 580-354-9009. Taplin into the corner. Gets it back. Taplin goes to Stevens, who turns around and walks his way to the rim. He tried the step-through move, but took one too many steps. Maverick Crick going to play catch in the backcourt. There's Gomez all alone for a corner three, and he cashes in the Hype Nutrition tray ball.
Gives Geronimo their first lead since the first quarter.
What a way to start the Lawton Chiropractic fourth quarter. Bookend with Geronimo leads. Tipton trying to get it back. Inside turnaround, Taplin hits it. A great shot by the starting guard.
With Maldonado in foul trouble, can't really play too much inspired defense just yet, and allowed the easy finish in the painted area.
Turnaround three, Maverick crits in and out. Wade on the miss. Pitches it ahead as the Tigers race the floor. They gave Gay room to shoot, didn't want to. Taplin will swing it for a better look. Gay back up to Taplin, inside to Wade. Wade has it hit from behind, now works under the basket, throws up a layup, no good. But the miss hits the baseline and heads to Geronimo. That was a risky contest by Maldonado in foul trouble, but with only 5 minutes to go, it's an all-out effort. Picked up the dribble a bit too soon, but Gomez there to help. Gomez fires it away to Ashburn, who checked into this game in the fourth quarter. Maldonado has it up top, isolated on Wade, passes it away. Pulls back the baseline, step back over to Maverick. Crick gonna launch a three, and he can't hit. Wallace chases down the long miss, drives baseline, flings outside. One more pass, open three, Ashburn can't hit. Ashburn staying with it to stop the ball in transition, and it slows the numbers for Tipton. Still a 1-point game, advantage goes to the Tigers. The Tigers then throw it away. A lack of concentration from Ramirez results in a sloppy turnover. And Geronimo will look to take advantage of it and get back on the high side.
Taplin goes and takes a break on the bench.
The Blue Jays with a jab step directs traffic. Going to walk the ball around the perimeter does Wallace. Wallace has been in control all night, goes to Gomez. Gomez, a nice jab step, frees up a three-shot, loaded up, can't hit. Wallace on the follow-up, contested for the rebound, but is out-muscled by A.J. Gay. Gay with a hesitation move. Swings it around the perimeter. He'll play catch with Fancher.
Stevens a little frustrated, kind of wanted the ball. Thought he'd maybe look at a three.
The inverse, they're set. Head over to Ramirez. One more. Stevens inside. Power dribble. Goes up. Addy within the trees. Can't hit. Gets his own miss. He's blocked, but a foul called first. And we'll see who they call it on. Looked like they called it on the backside of the play. But if this is on Maldonado, that's trouble. It is on Maldonado, his fourth. He looked like he had a clean block, but instead it'll be Addy to the Pippen Brothers charity stripe.
Geronimo Faithful not very happy with that one, as is Coach partner Pesco, as he's giving an earful to the official over there.
First free throw off the line at the Pippen Brothers charity stripe. Pippen Brothers, one of the most respected contracting names in the area. Give them a call today to help you with all your plumbing, heating and air, cooling needs, and air quality. They have your home covered. Second free throw attempt up and good. Splits the difference at the Pippen Brothers charity stripe.
Maverick Kriz back in the game. Do the ball handling here.
They get it over to Maldonado. Fans wanted to travel on the Jays. They'll get a foul instead on Stevens. Stevens has his fourth citation. Wallace driving baseline, seals the defender, gets a nice finish. Timeout on the floor. Geronimo wants it. We'll take it with him.
Hilton Garden Inn at 135 Northwest 2nd Street in Lawton is Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, featuring elegant rooms, outdoor pool and spa, exercise fitness center, plus restaurant and bar, and the best banquet and meeting rooms available from your small group to over 1,500. Call to make your reservation today at 280-2100. Hilton Garden Inn, Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, 135 Northwest 2nd Street.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. It's a fantastic Lawton Chiropractic fourth quarter. Lawton Chiropractic is the comprehensive and individualized chiropractic care in Lawton, Oklahoma. Walk-ins always welcome. Here to help you, 60 Northwest Sheridan Road, Suite 5. Give them a call, 580-354-9009. After the timeout, there was a scoreboard correction here at the Lawton Coliseum, the historic Great Plains Coliseum. It's now 39-39, as each side has the same number of points in this tie. Tipton trying to break it and regain the lead. Ramirez directs traffic and is trapped. It's Wallace and Uyghur to tie him up and hit the ball out of bounds. So the Tigers will redo it from the side. Ramirez, the trigger, into A.J. Gay, splitting the defense right to the rack, but he's shuffled the feet. Took one too many steps. Did not agree with that call, but oftentimes at this level, the officials, when you go slow like that, it looks awkward and they just assume you traveled. Taplin all alone down low. Nice steal by Francher, and the assist over to Taplin, and the pressure gets to the Blue Jays. Again, the Jays having a hard time with the Tipton pressure. They finally fling it ahead to Maverick Kritz, who passes one more to Uyghur. Uyghur, one dribble up and good. Absorbed a lot of contact to retie the game.
Tough reverse finish.
Uyghur ran the floor well after they broke through the initial trap of Tipton. Tipton trying to attack in the lane. They're tied up there, but they're first going to call a foul.
It's going to be on number 5. It's going to be Seth Asbury, the freshman.
You didn't check in the game until the fourth frame, and the freshman already has a citation and will come out in favor of
They're rather going to call that on number 0, Royce Worker. Gave him flash number 5 at him the first time, changed his mind, I guess.
deflected out of bounds and will stay with the Tipton Tigers. Addy has positioning down low, can't get the ball. Taplin, one dribble skip pass made over to Ramirez. One more made to Gay. Gay loses it and has it taken away for a moment, but it pops out and off the knee of Francher. So eventually Geronimo does get rewarded with a turnover in a tie game. They'll have the ball back, but here's been the trouble. Inbounding the ball and getting it ahead against this full court press. Wallace, they're going to say that he stepped on the line, or they're going to call an off-ball foul on Tipton. That's what they did.
It's going to be on
shocking.
Number 11, Braden Fancher.
Fancher, who already has a technical foul, now hit with his third citation on that foul. Uyghur somehow did not step on the baseline, nearly throws it away. Wallace corrals it though and splits the trouble. Wallace fire ahead, open three. Dominguez loads it up and knocks it down. The Hype Nutrition tray ball erupts the Blue Jay faithful, and Geronimo has another lead. This time a three-point advantage at the 2:11 mark in the fourth.
That three ball brings this Geronimo crowd to life on the far side here.
Into the corner, Taplin going to swing it around the perimeter. Tipton races through the lane. The nice Euro step up and under, blocked by the rim, gets his own miss, goes up with it now. The second chance look doesn't fall either. Third opportunity, Ramirez follows it up, can't do it. Fourth chance, no. Fifth chance, no. The ball's still loose. Here's a sixth chance. We've lost count. There's a foul. And on the sixth opportunity, Tipton will head to the Pippen Brothers charity stripe to tie the game. A.J. Gay, who's been fantastic on the offensive end, can tie it up with a couple makes.
That's going to be on number 0, Royce Werger, his third.
That's what happens when you get outworked on the glass. You get rewarded with opportunities like this if you're the Tigers. First one, no good. A troubling miss. Pippen Brothers, for heating and cooling systems to plumbing, insulation, and air quality, we have your home covered. Pippen is one of the most respected contractor names in the area. Give him a call today, 580-232-7266. And he comes up empty. A devastating trip for the Tigers, who get the loose ball. Blue Jays throw it away, though. They're going to somehow grant the Blue Jays a timeout when the Jays didn't have possession, and that could come up costly for the Tigers as you see them pleading their case. There is no universe where the whistle should have been that late for a timeout. They're still going to grant it with the Blue Jays, and
Tipton crowd none the pleased up here.
That was a horrid mistake.
Only a minute 36 to go as well. Like to believe Tipton had the turnover they needed.
Of course, making it possible to bring you all this action is our good friends at the Hilton Garden Inn. Hilton Garden Inn, it matters where you stay at the Hilton Garden Inn, as they have a complete luxury of services and spacious rooms. Book your trip today at 2nd Street Lawton. Give them a call, 580-280-2100. So the Blue Jays get a gift, and the side out will be hit off of the Tigers, as Uyghur had nowhere to go, and in desperation just throws it off of a Tiger to avoid the 5-second call. This is a very difficult angle to get the inbound in against the press, but they do in the deep backcourt. Wallace has it, gives a hesitation move to Shake Gay, and again throws it off of a Tiger. But now they'll have to try to get another side out in. This has been a problem for the Blue Jays thus far. Wallace now the trigger man, tried the pitch, gets it to Maldonado, and the Jays need another timeout.
Much more conventional timeout this time.
Back after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hilton Garden Inn at 135 Northwest 2nd Street in Lawton is Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, featuring elegant rooms, outdoor pool and spa, exercise fitness center, plus restaurant and bar, and the best banquet and meeting rooms available from your small group to over 1,500. Call to make your reservation today at 280-2100. Hilton Garden Inn, Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, 135 Northwest 2nd Street.
The longest 60 seconds still going as the Lawton Chiropractic fourth quarter has had its fair share of intensity. Lawton Chiropractic, comprehensive and individualized chiropractic care in Lawton, Oklahoma. Walk-ins always welcome. They're in Suite 5 at 60 Northwest Sharon Road.
Both teams playing for their life here. Win, you get a chance to play tomorrow in the consolation finals. Lose, and you'll be looking forward to what you have next week on the basketball floor.
Well, Geronimo going to try to get it in. They've had some trouble with this pressure. They're going to have a long skip pass to Maverick Kritz, who's harassed by Gay and eventually going to be called with a foul. It's just the third on the team for Tipton. $1:25 left.
Just Gay's first, 4 more to give.
In the corner, going to have a jump pass over to Uyghur. Uyghur throws this one almost away, but Maldonado comes up with it. Maldonado then throws a high pass to Wallace. Wallace corrals it under a minute to play after 12 seconds goes by. Maverick has it and is just protecting the ball. He's tied up there. They got to call a jump ball instead they're going to call a foul. And so the Tigers not getting the friendly whistle so far. Possession arrow would have favored Geronimo anyway, so it would have resulted in the same thing as fouls don't matter right now. With only a minute left. This one skipped across to Carter. Carter throws it away, but it can't be corralled by Tapton, and they're going to say it's out on the Tigers. Tapton hit it right back into Kritz, but Kritz threw it off of Tapton on the way out. So again, Geronimo will side it out. Gets it in clean to Maldonado. Maldonado faces the late trap, goes over to Wallace. Wallace controls it under 60 seconds. Trap there, loses it there. Keon Wade comes up with it and loses it himself. Maverick Kratz has it in a timeout, Geronimo, as they're feeling the heat. 53 seconds and a 3-point game. Back after this, Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hilton Garden Inn at 135 Northwest 2nd Street in Lawton is Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, featuring elegant rooms, outdoor pool and spa, exercise fitness center, plus restaurant and bar, and the best banquet and meeting rooms available from your small group to over 1,500. Call to make your reservation today at 280-2100. Hilton Garden Inn, Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, 135 Northwest 2nd Street.
Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Here at Carpet One, we have a great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, laminate, and area rugs. With all this, you're sure to find exactly what you want for your home. Come browse our exclusive selection or give Carpet One at Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Geronimo out of the timeout will have to have a side out with 53 seconds left, trying to nurse a 3-point advantage. They've had a lot of trouble with these passes, and this one's another one for Maldonado. Maldonado throws it up into Kratz. Kratz will have it to Uyghur. Uyghur nearly threw it away, then shuffled the feet, no call. Skip pass over to Maldonado. Ball fake once, twice. Maldonado, another lob pass, a lazy one, but it's surrendered by Wallace. Wallace then loses it, and here come the Tipton Tigers to the rack. Stevens a dump off. Ramirez blocked, and he's going to head to the charity stripe as Uyghur threw down the Tiger shooter, but it was a lot of ball on that, little contact. Nonetheless, it'll be Cameron Ramirez at the Pippen Brothers charity stripe, and the Tigers really need to hit both. Fourth foul on Uyghur, one of their best defenders, in case this game goes to overtime. The first one up and good at the Pippen Brothers charity stripe. Second one. With 32 seconds left. Can't hit. The follow-up over the back call going to go against Gay. And that is really, really tough for Tipton. I think at times, again, at this level, you can get a little confused on what over the back actually is. It's not if you can jump higher than the player boxing you out. It's if you make that contact with them. If there's no contact, you're allowed to climb and get the ball if you're just a better athlete. And it seemed like that was a lot of what happened there. But nonetheless, it's free throws for the Blue Jays at the Pippen Brothers charity stripe, which can really help nurse the Jays' lead. As if they hit this one, at least the only way that the Tigers can make any damage is with a 3, and it would only be to tie. So a big free throw from Uyghur, who misses both of them. Tigers have the miss, and the Pippen Brothers charity stripe comes up empty for the Jays. Tipton calls the timeout with 29 ticks to go. So the Tigers will need to draw up a nice play. They can even hold for the last shot if they want this to be the last possession. We'll see what they elect to do after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hilton Garden Inn at 135 Northwest 2nd Street in Lawton is Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, featuring elegant rooms, outdoor pool and spa, exercise fitness center, plus restaurant and bar, and the best banquet and meeting rooms available from your small group to over 1,500. Call to make your reservation today at 280-2100. Hilton Garden Inn, Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, 135 Northwest 2nd Street.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 29 seconds left in a very thrilling game between Tipton and Geronimo. Tipton on the wrong end of the scoreboard. 29 ticks to go as they control the possession. In high school basketball, there's no shot clock. We won't get into that debate for now, but Tipton could hold for the final possession. Each team in the bonus for the rest of the whistles we hear as they'll roll this ball, walk the dog up the floor. Geronimo makes no advance to go get it. Still no advance to go get it. This is very tempting for the Blue Jays, but they'll let them have it. As Gay works the ball to Stevens, who thought about a 3, will now go back to Gay. Gay, one more to Fancher, who gets hit, trapped, throws the dump-off pass. Ramirez blocked. Wade on the follow-up ties it up. And so Wade cleans up the mess. It's a tie game. Geronimo races the floor. No one back there. Uyghur all alone off the window and good. And so Uyghur with 8 seconds left. No one's going to grant the timeout. And after being overzealous to grant Geronimo the timeout, they let precious seconds tick away against Tipton. Now there's only 7 left, and Tipton needs a deuce to keep this game alive. Off the made shot by the Tigers, Geronimo creates artificial transition by pushing the tempo. A great job by the Blue Jays, and they control a 2-point lead. Back after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hilton Garden Inn at 135 Northwest 2nd Street in Lawton is Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, featuring elegant rooms, outdoor pool and spa, exercise fitness center, plus restaurant and bar, and the best banquet and meeting rooms available from your small group to over 1,500. Call to make your reservation today at 280-2100. Hilton Garden Inn, Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, 135 Northwest 2nd Street.
Well, we're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Some more trouble at the scorer's table, but this time not their fault. They're trying to figure out how to add some time back because there was a late whistle by the refs. And of course, as a score operator, you don't want to go until the whistle is blown. So it's not the scoreboard table's fault for the late whistle. Right now, there's technically says 10 minutes left. Obviously, that's not true. It's going to be somewhere between 8 and 7 seconds for the Tigers to try to race down the floor and retie this game as Geronimo just got a huge bucket.
8.2 is the official verdict.
8.2. Here we go. Geronimo up by 2. The Tigers have to race down the floor. Gay hits it one more to Fancher. Fancher at 5. Gonna thought about a 3. Instead goes inside to Stevens. Stevens has it wrestled away, and the foul call on the Blue Jays. So the Blue Jays foul, and it'll send the Tigers to the charity stripe, brought to you by Pippen Brothers, for the biggest free throws of this young Stevens' life. He did not get the start today for the Tigers, but he's played starting level minutes for Tipton. He has to hit both with just 1.6 seconds left. A lot of noise coming from the opposite side. That's the Geronimo side. The Pippen Brothers free throw. First one. Up and no good. Off the back iron. Stevens, throughout this game, this is his 6th trip to the stripe. He split the difference each time. I think Tipton wants him to miss this one on intentionally because they have a lot of athletes down there to get some boards. However, Wallace has been the best rebounder on the floor, number 1. There's the intentional miss. Wade cannot get it, and they're going to wipe it off. As that is just, that's really not great. Anyway, 1.6, Geronimo, if they can just inbound the ball, they have a win, and what a win it is. Geronimo starts this game on a 5-0 run. Then they watch as the Tipton Tigers take a 10-0 run themselves, and then eventually the Tigers got this to a 9-point lead, and Geronimo came racing back. They started down double digits, down 2 possessions to start the second half, and it's been all Geronimo the rest of the way, and now they have a 2-point advantage, and they've fought hard to get here. What a game from the Blue Jays.
The referee, I believe, was explaining that the shooter crossed the line before the ball had hit the rim, which the ball didn't hit the rim at all.
Yeah, the shooter, if he stepped over the line, which is really hard to do when you're trying to focus on missing, it really messes with your free throw just motion in general. In general, Stevens also has a really awkward shooting motion at the free throw line where he kind of crowds that black stripe. So if he did step over the line, then that really negates everything, which is why, having the miss and purposefully miss and rebound is always tough to pull off even at the highest of levels. But if Geronimo can just inbound it cleanly, this game is over with 1.6 seconds. We'll see if they can do it, though, because they had some trouble earlier against this press. Here's the baseball-style pass to Kratz. He's all alone, and Kratz will race it out. And there goes Geronimo getting a huge, hard-fought victory. It was an all-out effort. They dealt with foul trouble. They dealt with Tipton runs. They dealt with being shorthanded. But ultimately, Geronimo gets the win. And so as the two teams shake hands, it's time now for the player of the game, brought to you by Infinity Graphics. Your affinity is our affinity. We're here to help you with yourself to bring your tees to life, your ideas to life on a T-shirt. Consider us your shirt people at Northwest Sheridan Road, 502 Northwest Sheridan Road. Give them a call, 580-861-2253. Who is the Geronimo player of the game? A lot of really deserving names, but I think Jaden Wallace takes the cake.
Yeah, Jaden Wallace had a really great performance. Both ends, offense, defense, kind of was the catalyst and the glue that held this Blue Jay squad together in the tough stretches.
So Jaden Wallace gets it done, and the Blue Jays get it done. We'll have the second game of 4 coming up on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hilton Garden Inn at 135 Northwest 2nd Street in Lawton is Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, featuring elegant rooms, outdoor pool and spa, exercise fitness center, plus restaurant and bar, and the best banquet and meeting rooms available from your small group to over 1,500. Call to make your reservation today at 280-2100. Hilton Garden Inn, Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, 135 Northwest 2nd Street. Hilton Garden Inn at 135 Northwest 2nd Street in Lawton is Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, featuring elegant rooms, outdoor pool and spa, exercise fitness center, plus restaurant and bar, and the best banquet and meeting rooms available from your small group to over 1,500. Call to make your reservation today at 280-2100. Hilton Garden Inn, Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, 135 Northwest 2nd Street.
Working around the perimeter. Fletcher loses it for a moment, gets it back. Hits it to the top of the key. Fletcher nearly throws it away. Into the corner. Going to launch a Hype Nutrition tray ball wide of everything. And what the Wildcats really need right now is a change of habit. You'd like to see him work the ball inside more against this Warrior defense. It's not exactly protecting the backside of the rim. Skip pass made, top of the key. Spinning in the lane to the elbow. Alcantara thought about a three, will instead pass it up. Skip pass made to the opposite side as Denton loses it. And it heads the other way. Scott checks back in for Fletcher. Sanders takes his seat.
Sanders looks just a lonely rustabout over there on the bench all by himself.
Stolen away by the Wildcats. In and out dribble from Scott. Scott trying to lay the crossover. Gets to the low block, gets hacked and heads to the Pippen Brothers charity stripe. And you saw Scott on that late whistle whip his head around. Thought he wasn't going to get granted the foul, but eventually he did.
Brings at the free throw line.
Second foul call on the Warriors. Baldwin. Fletcher knocks it down. And the Ohoma works the ball around the perimeter. Trying to drive in. The hop step clears the way, and they're going to call that a travel. That's, again, just a move that gets wiped off for no reason. It's awkward, so officials just assume. But the hop step cleared the way for what would have been a nice finish. Right through the lane at the low block, throwing it up. Scott can't connect. Rebound pulled down. Here comes the Warriors. Warriors dump to the corner. Three ball loaded up. Can't hit. Scott on the miss. He'll take it himself the other way. Working the sideline and loses the ball. Johnson all alone. No one between him and the rim. And he tried to soar up and throw it down and he misses. That's why you don't try to dunk if you can't. Misses the follow-up bunny. The third chance is good. And he makes chicken salad out of chicken something else. Two missed freebies allows him to have a chance at a three-point play.
Playing that strategically there.
So you miss the bunnies, but you get two rebounds, you get a made shot, and you possibly get a free throw made at the Pippen Brothers charity stripe. Let's see if Johnson can convert. Does. It all works out in the end. It happens at the Great Plains Coliseum. Dreams become reality. Long mid-range shot from Alcantara, and he misses. Johnson has the rebound, weaves in and out of traffic, and then just throws it away. The county tournament, so historic, means so much to these towns and communities and players and coaches as the floater's offline. Four-killer with the follow-up, no good. Ripped away by Johnson, cleaning up the glass. Not nifty behind-the-back move, but it's taken away by Scott. Scott loses it, blocked by Johnson on the pass attempt, and they're going to grant a timeout by Fletcher on a loose ball. Oh, wow.
Hilton Garden Inn at 135 Northwest 2nd Street in Lawton is Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, featuring elegant rooms, outdoor pool and spa, exercise fitness center, plus restaurant and bar. and the best banquet and meeting rooms available from your small group to over 1,500. Call to make your reservation today at 280-2100. Hilton Garden Inn, Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, 135 Northwest 2nd Street.
We're back at the Oklahoma Sports Network. What a weekend this can be for Latonians all around the world. Well, I guess specifically for those Latonians that are in Lawton still, but come down to the Great Plains Coliseum, watch the Historic County Tournament as the entry pass goes to Four Killer, who misses. This one's blocked but falls in still, so a little help from his friends as he gets a finger roll in from the rim. Amber Rose gets it done. And just like that, the Wildcats strike closer. Johnson with another rim finish. But after checking out the championship games tomorrow, you can head out to the Lawton Speedway for some fun under the lights.
Coming up just shortly, a couple months.
A couple months away from the Lawton Speedway attempt. At the top of the key, dribble move, trying to make something happen. Scott goes inside, turnaround jumper up and no good by Four Killer. Ambrose loses it. Johnson fighting for it and eventually wrestles it away. Launching a three, Baldwin can't connect. Johnson soars in for the miss, but they're going to say that he took it too many steps. Of course, the Chili Bowl happened over the last week. I'm sure that was riveting up in Tulsa.
Always is. Racing capital of the world for about 3 weeks.
But for the other 70-something weeks, it's in Indianapolis, I think. There's the floater, no good. Rebound pulled down. India Homan trying to bleed out the last minute and a half before intermission. In control of a wide margin lead. Skip pass made. Baldwin launches a three. Can't connect. Ball still loose on the deck. The loose change picked up by Ambrose. Goes right down the lane. Coast to coast like butter and toast with an easy two. (27-13). Baldwin goes to the corner. Here comes a three. Can't hit. Off the back iron. Long miss goes to Scott. One pass ahead. Denton goes back to Scott. Scott thought about it, wants it, now goes inside. Here comes Denton for three. Loads it up, can't hit. Hit every part of the rim but the bottom of the net, but and one by Four Killers cleans it up. And so Cade Four Killer will head to the Pippen Brothers charity stripe on that putback and one.
You got to respect Fletcher here. They're just showing Indiana that they're not going to slide so easy.
Certainly not. Showing true grit, determination.
Biting kneecaps even, as Dan Campbell would say.
As that Pippen Brothers charity stripe free throws off the mark. They got to put a charge in this thing in the second half, though, to try to mount the comeback. Nice pass, but eventually Indiana loses the basketball. The loose ball is picked up by Baldwin. 23 ticks left. Indiana can wait if they want, but they don't. There's a steal. Denton racing down the floor. The finger roll up and good. And just like that, it's only a 10-point game. Indiana, Baldwin goes to the top of the key. Pocket pass, elbow jumper. Yes, soft touch by the elbow jumper.
They said that he did not fully clear himself, established out of bounds for the inbounds pass, so they're going to give Indiana another bucket here, chance with 1.5.
Those lapses cannot happen whenever you're on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Baldwin gets hacked, no call. End of the first half. That was the Chiefs Smoke at Ice House second quarter. Chief Smoke and Ice House for a quick stop in with Chief's Ice House. From fountain drinks, bottled drinks, snacks, candy. Make sure you try their specialty coffees. 3 locations in Lawton ready to serve you at Chief Smoke and Ice House. I want to thank our good pals over at the Hilton Garden Inn for making this all possible. Hilton Garden Inn, they have what you need because it matters where you stay. And it matters with Hilton. With their spacious rooms and glowing service, the Hilton Garden Inn can book your stay today at 135 Northwest 2nd Street in Lawton, Oklahoma. Give them a call, 580-280-2100. Back after this for second half action on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hilton Garden Inn at 135 Northwest 2nd Street in Lawton is Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, featuring elegant rooms, outdoor pool and spa, exercise fitness center, plus restaurant and bar, and the best banquet and meeting rooms available from your small group to over 1,500. Call to make your reservation today at 280-2100. Hilton Garden Inn, Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, 135 Northwest 2nd Street.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Second half action here at the county tournament as the Indiahoma Warriors and Fletcher Wildcats begin the Lawton Chiropractic third quarter. Fletcher walks the ball up the floor, looking to get back into this one, trailing 29-17. Working at the elbow, pocket pass inside. The Four-Killer misses. Cade Four-Killer could not complete the nice play, but still a look that you want if you're the Wildcats. At the nail, the jumper, smooth as silk. Indiahoma extends their lead, 31-17. Four-Killer converts at the rim this time. A good finish for him.
Pretty little finish.
Baldwin has it, pocket pass inside, almost taken away by Scott, and then a foul will be called on him.
Just stole second of the game.
Indiahoma nearly throws it away. Johnson recovers it. Inside, kick out. Baldwin wide open for three, won't get it. And the missed shot at the rim goes against the Warriors. This one nearly stolen away is Warriors. Outlet pass to Johnson, can't be corralled. Diving for it, loose ball foul will go against Johnson.
His third.
So he's in a bit of foul trouble as one of the best players for this Wildcat team. Warrior team, I should say. Wildcats have the ball. Ball gets swung around the perimeter. Skip to Scott in the corner. Scott thought about a three, won't take it. Then does take the mid-range off the window and good. So use the bank for assistance.
Tough angle there to get the bank to go, but he does.
Sometimes you just got to take what they'll give you. And it's a 10-point game now as Fletcher delivers a punch out of the break. The ball works around the perimeter. Eventually finds McClung, who's had a soft touch. Fletcher controls the miss. They'll come down the floor. Looking for somewhere to go, driving baseline. Ambrose knocks it down with a soft, feathery touch.
Timeout.
Timeout on the floor, we take it with him.
Hilton Garden Inn at 135 Northwest 2nd Street in Lawton is Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, featuring elegant rooms, outdoor pool and spa, exercise fitness center, plus restaurant and bar, and the best banquet and meeting rooms available from your small group to over 1,500. Call to make your reservation today at 280-2100. Hilton Garden Inn, Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, 135 Northwest 2nd Street.
Indiahoma working the ball around the perimeter after the timeout, trying to get back in gear after Fletcher delivered a punch on a mini run. Throws it to the corner. Inside, skip out McClung to Johnson, going to load up a three, knocks it down. The Hype Nutrition tray ball is in. Hype Nutrition They have it for you. Baseline. Skip pass out to Alcantara. Alcantara baseline jumper, no. Rebound going to go to the Warriors, who just hit that Hype Nutrition tray ball for energy teas, shakes, specialty drinks, iced protein coffees. It's no hype, it's all nutrition at Hype Nutrition, 6708 Northwest Cash Road. Got to be a little hype because it's in the name, but you get the point. No hype, all nutrition. I believe you frequent Hype Nutrition. There's an entry pass air-mailed. Hit ahead to Scott. Scott racing down the floor. One man to beat at the rim. Floater up and no good. Johnson almost had the miss. Scott has the throw. Behind the back move in transition. Johnson setting up the offense. Has it pickpocketed almost. Johnson with a nice pocket pass down low. Baldwin misses the bunny. McClung, baseline J, no good. Johnson tap out rebound, gets it back. Johnson going to run baseline. Floater on the low block, can't fall. Fletcher has the miss, and they come down the floor looking to get closer. 34-23. In and out dribble, Scott pitch out. Going to launch a long three. Can't get the friendly bounce. Four-killer back to Scott, baseline J. Over McClung, no. Four-killer almost had a third chance at it, but as it wrestled away. Racing down the floor, nice pass, throws it up, hacked, no call. Four-killer has the miss. Letting them play down low, which could work to the advantage of Fletcher, who can't really afford foul trouble. Timeout, back after this.
Hilton Garden Inn at 135 Northwest 2nd Street in Lawton is Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, featuring elegant rooms, outdoor pool and spa, exercise fitness center, plus restaurant and bar, and the best banquet and meeting rooms available from your small group to over 1,500. Call to make your reservation today at 280-2100. Hilton Garden Inn, Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, 135 Northwest 2nd Street.
Inbound out of the timeout. Fletcher trying to get a three. They do. They launch it. Can't hit. Back iron. Rebound pulled down. Power dribble floater good.
Got to give Fletcher credit. Only 6 men found a way to hang around here so far.
Keeping it close. Baldwin to McClung. Back to Baldwin. McClung directs traffic. Corner three. Trapped there. Inside pass. Fouled. No bucket, so they'll head to the line for two. At the Pippin Brothers charity stripe, where you got to make sure you relax.
These games, winner this going to decide who meets up in the consolation game tomorrow with Geronimo.
First attempt up and good.
Game set to tip off at 12:30. Full slate tomorrow. 2 consolation finals, 2 third-place games. Cleared out, and they will play 2 title games, which will be on OSN.
Hits that one. 36 points on the board now for Indiahoma. Just 25 for Fletcher. Four-killer has it ripped away from behind. Now they're in the 2-on-1. Nice bounce pass over to Johnson. Hits the finger roll.
What a nice pass. That looked a little Mahomey, maybe.
I think that's the only type of pass Mahomes has not completed in his career, but if there was such a way to do a bounce pass in the NFL, he'd find it. Skip pass to the arc. Nice show and go by the Wildcats as Four-killer cleans it up. Wildcats still just can't get closer than this, but they're hanging around at a 11, 12-point deficit. Stolen away. Wildcats can really try to put a push on here. Pulls it out behind the arc. Looking down low, they get it to him. Nice up fake, and the layup is up and good. Ambrose gets it done and gets Fletcher within single digits now. Through the lane at the elbow. Kick out. Baldwin looking for somewhere to go with it. Gets it to the corner. Thought about a three. Drives baseline instead. Dump off pass to Johnson. Johnson within the trees. Turnaround jumper, no. The guard mixes it up on the glass for the rebound. Gets it outside to Johnson. Johnson to McClung, all alone, top of the key. Kicks it one more. Baldwin going to launch a three. Baldwin hits the Lawton Nutrition, Hype Nutrition tray ball. Hype Nutrition, no hype, just nutrition. Except for the name, Hype Nutrition, there to serve you.
As Booby Miles says, hype is not real.
Except for Hype Nutrition. Floater in the lane, no. Johnson gets the miss. He'll race the other way. Hesitation move, throws it away. Would have been a nice setup. And Fletcher tried to chase down the ball, and they go out of bounds with 18 seconds left in the third. Skip past Baldwin, going to launch a three. Can he go 2 for 2? No. Rebound tapped out, got it from Johnson and fouled. So with 12 seconds left, it's another foul on Fletcher. Should not be in any danger, though. This is just their third citation, but there's only 12 seconds to go.
As this game goes on, both Big Pasture and Geronimo starting to fill in for their semifinal, which you can watch right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We have it all for you all day, thanks to our good friends over at the Hilton Garden Inn. Fires it to the corner, trapped there. Sanders has it ripped away. Fire ahead to Johnson. Johnson running transition, launches a three. Can't hit at the buzzer, but nonetheless, Fletcher gave it a couple good pushes, but in the Oklahoma, up 41-29 back after this.
Hilton Garden Inn at 135 Northwest 2nd Street in Lawton is Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, featuring elegant rooms, outdoor pool and spa, exercise fitness center, plus restaurant and bar, and the best banquet and meeting rooms available from your small group to over 1,500. Call to make your reservation today at 280-2100. Hilton Garden Inn, Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, 135 Northwest 2nd Street.
Eight more minutes in between us and the semifinal round coming up tonight. This is the last of the consolation side of the bracket. Right now it's all in Oklahoma, but you never know what can happen at the Great Plains Coliseum, especially in 8 minutes. The fourth quarter brought to you by the University Church of Christ as Fletcher controls the tip. Fletcher goes inside, kicks outside. Scott lines up a three, splashes it home. The Hype Nutrition tray ball cashes in. So Fletcher still within striking distance. Baldwin can't retaliate. 7:30 to go in the University Church of Christ fourth quarter. University Church of Christ is a welcome body of believers dedicated to the teachings of Jesus. Would love to have you visit at 2716 Southwest Cornell, just off of Cameron's campus, across from Memorial Hospital. All are invited. Entry pass to four. Killer lobs it up over the basket, and it hits the shot clock. Here come the Warriors down the floor. They fizz the ball around the perimeter. McClung looking to go inside the Johnson. Skip pass to the corner instead. McClung gets it back, fires it inside, low block. Johnson is hacked. Four-Killer going to get a clean block on that as Johnson hits the deck. Seven minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Nice bounce pass Johnson with a man on his back. Now we'll get the benefit of the whistle. Pops outside, Baldwin three. Yes, cashes it in. The Hype Nutrition tray ball will help Indiahoma keep this cushion. 44-32. Scott travels, takes away by Johnson. No one between Johnson and the basket. Scott trying to chase him down. Johnson finger roll, misses it. And it's out of bounds off Johnson.
Tried to learn lessons from last time. Couldn't get that one to go either.
Whistle blows at the scorers table. They're having a meeting over there. This is really important stuff to iron out in the waning moments of this game. 44-32.
Both bench bosses drift over, see what's going on. Have a conversation with Fletcher's.
They got whatever it was solved, so here we go.
It's always best to get it right.
Always is. Especially at a historic tournament like this, as Baldwin gets a steal, heads the other way in transition, looking for Johnson, gives it to Johnson. Johnson pulls it out, no numbers. But this is one of the best events in Oklahoma at keeping their history. The history and stories in the program are something that you rarely see that's well documented, especially around these parts in southern Oklahoma, especially in Lawton. They don't do a very good job of bookkeeping their history for the most part. The Comanche County Tournament does a great job of it. You can look up any fact you want in these programs that they have here. It's really fascinating to see all the history as this three is launched and can't fall.
Fletcher just hanging around still, haven't been able to find that run to push themselves back in the ball game yet. Running out of time if they want to advance to tomorrow.
Who will the sun rise for tomorrow? The corner three loads up, can't hit. Rebound pulled down by Fletcher. Fletcher has a 5 minutes and 30-second stand in them. They're starting to figure things out offensively as Four-Killer dumps it off. Ambrose gets the benefit of the whistle, but will stay on the floor.
No continuation called, as you might see in the association.
This is real basketball down here at single A, 2A. Launching a three, can't hit. Four-Killer gets the miss, throws it inbounds to try to save it. Ball loose on the deck. Loose change picked up by Indiahoma. Four-Killer staying in the play, though, bumps the guard out of bounds, and it'll stay with Indiahoma. .5:11 left till the A-team takes over. Matt and Mike back in the saddle to the semifinals. McClung through the lane, kick to the corner, wide open, Baldwin three, can't cash. McClung has the miss, goes up, no good. Third opportunity, this one all for McClung. He's fouled.
And I would go ahead and do what you got to do between games. Get your dinner ready, get you a blanket, get your cough drops ready. Matt and Mike will take over for the semifinals.
As they fall to the floor, cough drops are important. It is a nasty flu season in Oklahoma. Johnson flies over to Baldwin, one more to the corner, three, no. That's the beautiful thing about the Oklahoma Sports Network. You never miss any action. So if you are stuck at home because of the cold, maybe you just don't feel right, you still don't have to miss this great tournament. Driving baseline, kick out corner, launching a three, can't hit. Rebound pulled down by Indiahoma, outlet pass to Johnson. Johnson racing down the floor, falls again. We've seen all week that this floor has been a bit slick. I don't know how to explain it other than that.
Tends to happen with new floors. Hasn't that one had so much history in it from the Cavs, been worked in for years. New floor hasn't been quite worked in yet.
The new parquet. It was a little slippery for the Lawton Invitational as well. Inside four-killer elbow jumper. Off the backboard, no good. Gets his own miss, though. Four-killer trying to fight for it. Foul called on Indiahoma.
As if I'm not mistaken, this is just the third event tournaments to be played on this. The Lawton Invitational, and then had a tournament last week as well.
The inbound pass made, top of the key. One jab step dribble drive. Off the backboard, finger roll, no. Baldwin on the miss, throws it away, but it's corralled by McClung. McClung has it. Spinning through traffic, driving baseline. Rising up floater, wiped off. The whistle didn't blow till the ball hit the rim, but there's still no continuation from McClung.
Sometimes that almost hurts the shooter as that goes in and gets wiped off.
Johnson, top key, thought about it, now takes a step back. Can't hit, in and out. Over the back call going to be called on Indiahoma. Three fouls apiece.
Riveting stuff here, Rylan.
As Fletcher tries to make a final push, 3:40 to go. Four-killer in the corner. Goes inside, Ambrose kick out. Thought about a three, teased it, will now drive. Offhand layup, no good. Contero fouled, heads to the stripe for two, the Pippen Brothers charity stripe.
These free throws will be crucial if Fletcher wants to find their way back in this ballgame.
Martin Alcantara heads to the Pippen Brothers charity stripe for what should be a pair of easy ones. First one, no good.
Great athlete Alcantara is, and you can find him in the fall and the spring roaming center field for the Wildcats.
Got to relax at the line as he misses both at the Pippen Brothers charity stripe. McClung fires one up in traffic. That was a little heat check for McClung, who's been so great in the mid-range tonight. He deserved that one. In and out dribble. Scott frees his way to the lane. Euro stepping across the paint with a nasty finish into the timeout for Fletcher. What an exclamation point on this run for Fletcher. Back after this in a 10-point ball game.
Hilton Garden Inn at 135 Northwest 2nd Street in Lawton is Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, featuring elegant rooms, outdoor pool and spa, exercise fitness center, plus restaurant and bar, and the best banquet and meeting rooms available from your small group to over 1,500. Call to make your reservation today at 280-2100. Hilton Garden Inn, Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, 135 Northwest 2nd Street.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 10-point deficit for these two teams. 3:15 to go in the contest. It's the University Church of Christ fourth quarter. Now there's 3 minutes to play in the 10-point game as the Warriors race down the floor and want to stall things out a little bit, nursing this lead. They played with pace earlier as McClung has it playing off the catch baseline layup, no. Rebound wrestled away, and Indiahoma comes away with it. Johnson skips it across the perimeter. Baldwin has it, and they'll play catch. Really want to bleed out this time as much as you can. Time and score on their side. Baldwin tried to get the pass, does, saves it. Passes it one more to McClung. McClung going to play off the catch, almost loses it in the lane and throws it off of Johnson's foot. So a turnover is not the best thing in the world. However, they did bleed a lot of clock.
They did. It's going to matter here. Only a 10-point game in the fourth, and we're going to have a jersey change. Don't know who that is. Just ran back behind the curtains here at the Coliseum and threw on the double zeros. Show love the Jim Otto.
Well, that possession, again, ends in a turnover, but the game clock went from a shade above 3 minutes to now 2:31. So with a 10-point lead, that's really the best case scenario. You can make the argument that that's better than a quick bucket even though you come in with no points. Here comes Scott. At first, the Fletcher offense was laboring to score. They've kind of kicked it into gear now here in the second half. Scott feeds it back in the corner. Going to line up a three. Good if it goes? No. That would have been huge for them, but it is off the line. And the rebound pulled down by the heady guard play of Indiahoma. Baldwin can't hit the three. Long miss. Pulled down Johnson. Johnson trapped on the baseline. Loses the ball. Pops out McClung. McClung dumps it off all alone. The finish to capitalize on the mad scramble. Toller checks into the game, gets a free 2 points. Four killer gets the rebound on the baseline. Turnaround floater, no. Rebound pulled down. And now Indiahoma can smell tomorrow. Johnson has it at the elbow, kicks out Baldwin. Three, loaders up, can't hit. Four killer wrestles with his teammate for the rebound. Under a minute and a half to play. Fletcher needs a miracle. Corner three would start it. He thought about it, teases it, passes it out Scott. Scott will now play off the catch. Throws up a layup, no. Rebound pulled down Johnson. Johnson going to race the floor, but should pull it out and does. And so with a minute 10 left in a lopsided game, I think both teams might be content to get out of here. However, Scott races around for the foul, so only one team was content.
Foul to give, down 12.
Baldwin has it, trying to milk some clock. Under a minute to play. Indiahoma throws it away. There's a nice steal for the Wildcats. Only Johnson to beat. The finger roll off the window and good. Now 43 seconds left. Wildcats show pressure. Throws it over to Johnson. Johnson one more, and then kicks it back to him. Johnson going to launch a three. Can't hit. Long miss coming off the rim. Saved, but still out of bounds.
And the bench boss from Indiahoma is not very happy. You have a Warrior down.
There's a timeout on the court back after this.
Hilton Garden Inn at 135 Northwest 2nd Street in Lawton is Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, featuring elegant rooms, outdoor pool and spa, exercise fitness center, plus restaurant and bar, and the best banquet and meeting rooms available from your small group to over 1,500. Call to make your reservation today at 280-2100. Hilton Garden Inn, Lawton's premier hotel and convention center, 135 Northwest 2nd Street.
Scooters Coffee, world-class coffee rooted in quality, with 2 locations to serve you in Lawton and Elgin. Wake up to the amazing aroma of quality, from their hot and iced drinks to blenders, smoothies, teas, to even their great food delights. Or why not try their at-home coffees or coffee on the go? Locally owned and operated, Scooters in Lawton and Elgin. Scooters, rooted in quality.
We're back for the final 30 seconds of the University Church of Christ fourth quarter. Indiahoma in complete control, up by 10. Indiahoma gets the ball back and is fouled.
Stoll not very happy with the call or himself. Can't tell either way. Hands on the hips, swinging the head around. His fourth.
It'll be freebies at the Pippin Brother charity stripe. First one off the line.
And it might not cost you here, but tomorrow you just gotta relax at the line.
Second one off the mark as well. Hard to relax when you can taste tomorrow. Fires ahead, break the three-point line, three lined up, can't fall, front iron. Ball ping-pongs around, spinning in the lane, layup is good. So with just 10 seconds left, Indiahoma should be able to play catch as Baldwin fires it ahead. Down to 4 seconds, and Johnson will let the clock bleed out. Teased a few threes, but doesn't take one. And now it's time to name our player of the game. Brought to you by our good friends over at Infinity Tea. Your affinity is our affinity. Think of us as your T-shirt people to bring your ideas to life on a tee. Visit them at 502 Northwest Sheridan Road. Give them a call, 580-861-2253. And the affinity player of the game for the Indiahoma Warriors
is Josiah Johnson, the 6-foot sophomore. Great job offensively, defensively. Found a way to finish nifty down around the rim, as he will punch the Indiahoma Warriors ticket into tomorrow against the Geronimo Blue Jays.
Well, coming up, we have the 2 semifinal games. Matt and Mike will take over, so just reload your stream in a matter of moments. And then tomorrow, we'll have the respective championships of each side of the bracket. Until then,